Garingana wa Garinga.
I listen to it on the internet.
BeingTsonga in SA.
Listen live, online.
Yina kubabelanyana.
Yina kubabelanyana because kuna Shitshembiso uri imwe wo kwita.
Kwita sivaka.
Loko swaka uri imwe wo.
Sawa wayitamzana ibuyi tracker. Inyika buswana njani. Ikhaya kwita.
And I took mama kahle kahle.
Yenje sishinengane so irshaka ra hina re.
Yela ku titwisa vusiwana.
Like this pains me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm being unfair. I've always had an issue with how we approached. Guys, that thing, I know.
Buslo.
You know,
No, like that, how we embodied that
the humility.
The humility.
You know, kuna un'wana nga tshama anivutisa aku ka mina rito ku titsonga hata swi huma kwihi ri huma ka ku va ntsongo na aku if ri huma ka ku va ntsongo then why ri nga ri na n ku nga ri ku titsonga hata. What if rito ku titsonga hata ri huma ka vutsonga because there's already this idea ku Vatsonga are humble. So loko u humble, you are embodying vutsonga, and that's why the word ku ri ku titsonga hata.
That always I never really liked that because someone would even say loku bakukanziya ubalta uma shisa shukuma uyime shifasho kanziya sorry enengwame ulanzi ka unwe.
Imagine.
Buhlonga sweswo.
Yeah, kushanisana.
Sweswo buhlonga. And but maka yo titsonga hata has nothing to do with vutsonga. Munhu sweswo. Loko hi xewetana loko ba ku titsonga hata loko munhu a yimina helerini u yimisa makatla. Loko titsonga hata na loko vana vanhu bakulu. That's why we don't make eye contact. Eye contact to black people is very intimate and
rude
either
apparently.
or aggressive. So loko hi balabula you need to lower. That's why ba ku petsana tsolo I ku hunguta ndutu wa wena ku ri unga a hi tintanga don't stand eye to eye with me. Na loko shota munhu ani ri ahe
na stresses. But my issue with that ikuri
when over impatient as well.
I'm not being impatient.
My experience with that, especially as a woman, nizoro swinene ku hoy n'wansati mutsonga nga endli sweswo.
What does that what
Excuse
does it even mean?
Was that Vatsonga maka leyo yo irombisa le. I think it was a way it was ku romba swi kona ka yena, but I think ilahliwini mako it was a way of avoiding ku kandiyeriwa. The more papa the more we can be identified to the other part. Because within ourselves, akuna kuromba. Bu savage zungwan zo chavezi. As soon as we step out of our circle, then he contamchile.
You see, meke, that's where the whole issue gets to me. Because now we take it and embody it as good. That's how we are. Here comes Fumani. My whole life I've never been lack of confidence. I've never been that guy who I've not been that guy. And then I've been seen animutsonga wakahle because I'm very vocal. Like, what do you mean? I'm not scared to speak my mind. So that's my issue with how we've embodied something that it's good in us, and we made it to make it for people to treat us bad because of it.
I think it would true as well. You know, we have been oppressed so much, guys. Swatika ku yimisa makatla ubonga.
Yes.
When you know kubonga ka wena swi tata na ndzukano.
When you know already ku vulavula ka wena swi tata na ku kokeriwa ndzhaku simply because umtsonga, like already awuloko yingiseriweni hi mhaka ku umtsonga.
So and you think humility ta endla laban'wana ba ku treat like a human being. And that's not the case.
No.
Emako mina loko ni langutana mina ni kurisiwe hi masavage. Mina ni kurisiwe hi masavage mina no ka xigamana ka hina kambe ni kuleli ka vukokwana antlhaveni doccie ka hina hi leti ngangeni not ka hina mani le ku jamngeni ka kokwana hi leti ngangeni I khongeli ku hamzalwane amutini kokwana was a polygamist. Nhlamba is a normal thing.
Ko vulavuriwa.
It's normal language. Halaka upapa mina nakona same thing. I khongeli ku hamzalwane except my little brother with this team. On top of that language is free akuna leswa so
a swi vulavuriwi.
kokwana wa mina na my grandmother my paternal grandmother and my kokwana banga tswala papa
maternal
I paternal bar two
oh yeah
ka hina ka cheleni
ba
ani loko se la ku convertela ka xilo I kokwani na kokwani aba tshama hansi vanhu va biya swin'we. That's how I grew up. There was no hierarchy. Hierarchy ani ibona loko ni ya ka bomana mina because ka bomana mina it's a patriarchal system. There's a very crazy polygamist who thinks ihosi ayina ingwiri in our subjects.
When you speak of the whole system and order in a family and hierarchy, I remember my grandfather, Mozambique, my mom's mom, my mom's dad. So, Papa, look, whenever Papa would visit his house, he was okay with Dad coming wearing shorts, coming not wearing a jacket. He didn't even. That's how he took it.
That's now familiarizing so necessary. Loko hose itekana, mina ni teka ka Maringa. Baka Maringa I mashakai. Nwa Maringa inwana mana mina loko afika le mutini.
Exactly.
Na mina loko ni ya ka bona. As much as vanhu la kumkonwana ni nwana le.
Oh, exactly is.
Se ku rumo a swi chavisi kambe ku fiki ku nghenelela. Hey, honestly, Vatsonga is very fluid, Mashaka.
Yes.
Because we are not the same people. We do not have the same origins. We don't have the same way of doing things. Everything is very diverse. So, kambe ku fiki nkarhi la where people started wanting to standardize this thing. Not unite.
Okay, yes.
Standardizing it.
Level it up.
Do you think maybe that became our problem?
Yeah, because we picked Kuromba instead of picking. Mina Vatsonga bya mina I don't have a cultural Tsonga item. Do you know that?
What do you mean by that?
I don't have njobo or those shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I don't own any cultural clothing item.
And why is that?
Because Vatsonga bya mina impahla. Impahla leyi endlu sweswi. Xibela and all those things, they came with different times. Vatsonga fanele byi suka mbilwini, hayi ka if once I put on a costume to define or to showcase Vatsonga bya mina, it means loko ni nga mbalanga mpahla leyo, what does that make me?
Yo, tsundzuxa hi vusenga lebyi nga la.
Exactly. You do not have to define who you are in Basha Mako. Before Kubana the material. This is just Usenga Basha. That's us trying to is to dress it up.
But okay, fine. Yeah. Then let's look at the history of Vatsonga.
Yeah.
When you look at Vatsonga in our 1,000 years or more of history
Existence.
of existence. We've never been humble about doing.
No.
We traded with Chinese, Arabs, Indians. We spearheaded stuff. We did gold before gold was a thing. So my thing is people like that can't be victims of things because they know themselves.
And at this point, we are just victims of our existence and our identity.
So, okay, I'm coming with it. Where did it switch? How do we then become a victim of literally everything? Look, someone about whatever that we want to create. Okay, in money, I'm not because everything you want someone to do and not but historically, we've been pioneers.
We've been doing it ourselves. Here go William exposures, but and now the first topic of since Irela VMC, it goes back to Gazankulu. You need to understand politics in order to understand how we got to where we are, because identity is shaped by politics. There are people who decided, Koreana, we must be this way and that way. That's what it was so. Hey, Vatsonga ibanu bo romba. Hey, Vatsonga ba roketele.
Vanhu va nhlonipho
Vanhu va nhlonipho, vanhu vo titsonga hata, vo hlonipha sho.
va timbilu to pfuleka.
Bo chava ku tsongola xa un'wana. That already messes you with your head.
We are very humble.
With the endla mbilu ibare mbasa mbilu.
Mbilu.
The endla was that's fine. I've seen it kona nina shaka leri always wants to treat everyone kahle with the expectation they will
treat them back good.
Yeah. So vatsaka hayi asilungeni hayi siku rin'wana na vona va ta swi vona ku ri leswi va swi endlaka. We are hoping, we are waiting, we are
Ku our-
hi le ku xaveleleni ku treatiwa like vanhu.
Eh.
We have internalized our brokenness. We have internalized the nhlamba na ndzukano no nyadziwa that we have decided ku it's like u tshama yi vona genge yo tshama yi kha yi chingeriwa yo a yi fasi vanhu va ya ni rhumela ti-ice a yi yimisi makatla genge leyi.
Okay, let's put hindsight to that.
Yeah.
Or rather, let me be the devil's advocate. Guys, do I have an echo? Are you hearing my echo? Is it me?
Yeah, it's those earphones loko tshama kwala.
Oh, okay.
No, when we go to break, I think you'll switch. You go to the other side, cause
Man, me.
yeah. Or
I know echo. Maybe you live on or something like that. But if it's fine, it's fine. Okay, let me bring this thing in hindsight, or rather, devil's advocate. So, kuna Vatsonga, there's a lady I once met on set. Okay, let me give it a kaya. My grandfather from Moz,
yeah,
he made sure he kept a close, tight unit of his family.
yeah,
He didn't allow people in because clearly it was during that time he was scared to expose his family to people outside knowing what he knew.
yeah.
The good thing he did, he never made them forget Vatsonga. They always spoke his own in that house.
Yeah.
Now there's a family, a lady I met on set once. She speaks fluent Zulu and good English. Papa Ko took a conscious decision to say Landruini and give a strong because bread and butter issues. So look, devil's advocate. Don't you think some of these things where people they chose not to be victims and rather becoming part of the thing that's working at that particular time and space?
Nothing works in a vacuum, Spara. That's what history has taught us. Ambi Bob Maben did not pick not to be Tsonga.
Oh, by the way, rest in peace, gentlemen.
Abat etlele kurula Gwambe. No boy ngara fana gani tsalinyana. Patonyana.
No, I mean,
Tell her the poet. And our platform yo.
we will have an episode about his Tapa situation. But
Yeah.
Go on with your point.
Utsonga bzatika mashaka. It's especially when you are far away from your people, where the base is not. It's difficult. It's draining. Mina ti report amna tanangani mzela from kusungula xikola until nze nifika ka standard 4 atsalo Shitshembiso Mabasa. Oh, until standard 5. Like loko u languta ri ba ni Shitshembiso Mabasa. Because Batswana mina allowed that because it was better off than ku ri ni kandirwa every day. Kuna vanhu who went as far as kuti chicha netsundzuka Mistress Mkhabela before we go on break. Kuna akurina I think my standard 1 teacher akura waka Mkhabela. Mani ba mzela bako babona after first day bako teacher ra wena Mtsonga mos. Ilo mina se sintsake na ne xikolweni tolo ku chingeriwa bako igenge put in. Finally there's a teacher who's Tsonga, which in my head I was thinking that's not possible because I need put in. Ningwana phela. Nifika laya ni byela genge ku ri phela Mistress Mtsonga genge la yi tsutsuma ya va vutise. Imagine that type of crisis. Byi tsutsuma byi yangutsa ku a byi yakupota ku ri wa mi rhuketela loyi u ri xangano a nga ri Mtsonga wa ri xangano hayi nchangani xangani
Are you bang Mistress?
Mistress line ala xikarhi ka class swara ka swikona sweswo mina ni ite ni Mndebele en rila mfoni tsanze tshama rila ni rila mahlweni ka vana va xikolo van hleka mfoni rila mbila mina baba the following day mana mina va ta xikolo ma so ka swona n'wendla yin'wana.
Imagine that.
Ibi before after the break, the second break loko ku humiwa mani line vitana after heti ku ni deny yuko unga end sweswo why u byela vanhu
No.
yi bala na mina Xitsonga mani a yi vulavula ximiyamiya wa xita ximiyamiya Xitsonga i xizulu lexa xo copy and paste ene vana va yi hleka so a yi ku Mndebele even yi ni byela ku nga end sweswo wa u yi expose. I was so hurt.
And that is who you are. How can you say no go expose? It's literally who you are.
I'm trying to point at a hero. I'm not alone. There's someone who is a teacher. Instead of affirming me as a child, ban deny man. I'm not going to mina ngise mshangani mina. Hey. Swar. Andra ngo pasta loko zurila ubwa ntsikwana.
It's soft kahle kahle. What the naga
rough. Mina ni soft ngopfu swa. Mina asa oni tiko ni tiphata. Loko ni tiphata ni ri ni tuba ra mahlenga swa.
We must be treated with care. What's that?
I listen to it on the internet.
Being Tsonga in SA.
Listen live, online.